Warcraft.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here we are. We're recording.
Everyone looks like they play World of Warcraft.
We are
It's
like
highly popular.
So
Several hours later.
Last we left off, you had defeated. You went on a fish hunt. The fish had legs, and the fish could run.
As
Shot at
fish
the fish
do.
king and looted and wounded his fish wing. And you killed him. And there were 4 surviving shark men. And Axe.
Wait, sharks aren't fish.
Axe got up and flexed at them, and they bowed to his supremacy. They informed you that there is someone who wasn't one of them, some scientist who was with them, who fled during the chaos, who was helping them make more of themselves before you showed up. And you agreed to, and that's where we left off. So, what do you do with them? Like,
I remember
they aren't actively threatening you. Axe has promised them.
Oh no,
Axe was
he's
going to
suggest.
promise them.
He's gonna suggest you can join us, the no ones.
A week to ruminate on that, and you still go with it.
Yes, because it's
Okay.
100% in Axe's character.
Okay.
I'm glad that fucking Aegis is unconscious right now.
That's true.
When Aegis wakes up, Aegis, we recruited three people.
4.
Oh, amazing! Who?
One of them, they're not like entirely people, but they add up to 3 people and 1 shark.
Forgot that Aegis did this.
Okay, so yeah, what's going on?
Oh, Azora's
no.
awake. Like, is there a time
Yeah.
skip after he says you can join us and then smash cut to fucking... I'm gonna do a smash cut, but I'm not gonna take anyone with me.
So yeah, so Axe, when you say that, the 4 of them just kind of bow and just say like we'll just do what you say.
It's gonna be real dark when Azora kills these guys. It's gonna be like way more depressing now.
What if
No.
Azora doesn't kill these guys?
I'm not saying right now.
No,
Like
Hey.
Axe, basically they've pled fealty to you.
Axe just says, "Cool, you guys are gonna fit in just fine." Also, Azora, consider this. The little angel on your shoulder mentions, "Hey, this could force Axe to be a bit more considerate if he has people to care for."
Wait, he doesn't have people to care for?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Hey, that's what your hallucination is saying.
Like, I don't like the implication that Axe just really didn't give a shit if, like, Aegis or Nasser were like, fuck them.
No, Axe can.
But these shark bandits,
Well, you two can handle yourself. Well, Aegis not really.
You just saw me
Nasser,
kick 7 shades of shit out of things.
Nah.
Can't believe it. Can't believe Axe never liked us. Just...
Oh, Axe likes you.
Okay, so the bandits like from the encampment walk up to you and just the male leader of them, because Blake's up in the rafters. The male leader of the bandits comes up and says, "Hey, you're seriously just gonna let them get off scot-free?"
Oh no, they're gonna work for me. Axe will make sure they work hard.
Yeah, the bandits start like murmuring to each other.
It's okay. It's okay. You have Axe's word. If they try and do something against you again, Axe will kill them.
what kind of health? I'm on 4 health.
Just keep them the hell out of Loose Branch, then.
Of course. By the way, what is your name, Sharkman?
Shark, we have no names.
Oh. What kind of weapon you like to use?
Ourselves. Our teeth.
are the ourselves, part of the no one.
The id. Okay, I name you id, ego, superego, and
Daniel.
Or
Descartes.
No.
Wait, 1 second, 1 second. Sorry, I hold on. Okay, they need to be named Ripster, Streaks, Jab, and Slamoo.
Oh my
on,
god, it's the
Streaks.
3 sharks.
I knew you would understand, Swede.
Yeah.
They did also say that we are the weapons, and all of those are melee attacks.
Have you guys seen the video of fucking Vin Diesel selling these at fucking Toy Fair?
No.
I'm gonna
Neo
have to link it to
went
you
deadly
later.
silent hearing that.
You're gonna have to. I'm gonna link it in that case after the game.
okay, so yeah, the bandits just kind of shuffle on, like sort of giving, trying to avoid eye contact with the sharks. Like they're just they're like heading up the ladders to like see what they can like see what the damage is.
Pretty bad. You can see the damage from the ground.
Yeah. A few of them are like grumbling about the tower being knocked over.
Aegis is just kind of like unconscious on the edge of a thing, just wearing some armor.
All right. Yeah, Azora, what are you doing?
Azora's like, probably on one, has like sort of clawed her way out of the rubble and is, sort of like propping herself up with her sword a bit, breathing pretty heavily.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Like, should I be? Oh, I don't really have anything to. I guess I'm gonna go check on Sylvana, see how she's doing.
Yeah. You see, Sylvana is up on one of the rafters, just sort of looking down, like with a grimace at Axe and the Sharkmen.
I see. Yeah, Azora sort of like, whistles gestures for her to come talk.
Yeah, she jumps down.
How are you holding up?
Sheila says, "I'm doing just fine. I'll be fine." And you see that she is like bleeding pretty heavily from her left shoulder.
You took a hit?
One of them was going for Aegis. I intercepted the attack and I tossed him over my shoulder, opened him up for a kill.
Nice moves. Here, come on, let's get you to Nostra. She's good at patching up stuff like this.
Right. You don't look too healthy yourself.
Azora just sort of shrugs. You've seen me in worse shape.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she did survive a fucking nuclear bomb.
But no, you're right. Come on, let's go see Nostra.
Yeah. As you're walking, she just says, "Did you hear what Axe said?"
About?
He told the Sharkmen that they could follow him.
We could use them for information, tracking down the
He
guy.
told the Sharkmen that they should join your group.
Azor sort of looks at Sylvana and, thinks of it before, like just continuing on as they're walking. You saw how that fight went down. Axe tackled me into a generator, nearly killed me, not to mention, nearly getting Aegis and Nostria killed. I wouldn't be too worried about them living too long working for Axe.
Why would he's one of your longest companions, isn't he, of this group? And he'd just invite 4 murderers on board?
I mean, you've talked to the guy. He's not that smart, but like I said, they're useful for information. And again, I don't think they're gonna last long.
If you say so. Okay, so yeah, you head to Nostrea.
Not for nothing, but Solovana, there are those who'd call you or I a murderer too.
Yeah, she just grimaces at that.
I think if Aegis like stirs, he just got like shakily heads to the nearest like intact sort of inventory room.
Yeah,
That
if
he
you
rem-
stir up, yeah, Blake is right by you.
Yeah, Aegis just sees her and was like, wordlessly just starts taking the armor off, like just back to what he was wearing. Normally, it just like basically puts that across. If you can, just put it back where I found it.
Oh, so you are giving that back?
I am. Heavy armor
Yeah.
armor that heavy doesn't really suit me anyway.
Took a pretty nasty knock to the head there.
Yeah, I think my companions did more to kill me than, well, any of them. How close?
Well.
Back in that room, how close were you to killing me?
Well, let's see. You were tied up. You had your hands tied up really tight, and I had a pretty sharp knife. I don't think there was much you could have done.
Oh, I mean, how close were you before you decided to cut me free?
I was unsure of what I was going to do until about the second before I did it.
Looking at this, probably would have been better to kill me.
I can imagine. Yeah, I don't envy you.
Look, I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I won't take any jobs to come back here and finish you off or anything like that, but there's something you got to understand and something that my companions are probably too, I don't know, gung-ho to tell you. They wouldn't suffer a criminal to live, let's put it like that, whereas I think people can turn it around a lot faster and more easier.
Are you sure about that? Because, unless I misheard, I believe the big guy did just invite the 4 remaining shark people to join your squad.
He did what?
You're having a pretty big head injury. We should probably get that looked at.
I like to think that.
The moment she says that, more blood starts coming out of that wound.
Yeah, I was thinking of vein pops.
So no, he just kind of like maybe like sits because he's still sitting on the ledge. He just looks and probably sees Axe with them around him. He says, "What? How the hell does he do that? What the fuck is going?" Look, all right, let's back to my point for a second, then I'll let you go. And like Aegis looks around and he says, "It's not just what I did here. This way of life isn't much longer for you. Sooner or later, someone's gonna come down on you. Surely this has to have shown you that Loose Branch is vulnerable. You can't.
Someone or something.
Not everyone you attack, not everyone you rob from is going to be a pushover, and eventually someone's going to slip through those cracks and bring down someone far worse than us on you."
It's vulnerable when people go out to try and make deals with random shady organizations.
Still, they were within your circle and you didn't see it coming. Doesn't that just back up my point?
And what's your suggestion?
There's a million ways to live your life, and probably a million better ways. He shouldn't come from me. I nearly died cleaning this place up, so who am I to tell you how to survive?
Well, you knocked down our big tower.
I'm sorry about that. It just seemed a way to, fix the bigger problem.
Well, at least it's the only real collateral.
Anyway,
And,
Aegis pushes the armor close to her and just says, "Just think about it. You're weaker than ever now. Your talents could be used to help people get through here, not stop them. Probably make a tidier sum as well. Well, less money at first, but people would actually appreciate it."
I'll consider it. I'll take it under advisement, she says as she picks up the armor and just starts to heft it towards storage.
Can I roll a discern realities on that response? Hang on a second. No, I don't.
She's a filthy liar.
I want to know how heavily she's considering it, which could really determine like if Aegis is still going ahead with his plan or not. Because after what just happened, it feels really fucking scummy if he still goes ahead with what he had initially planned. Leads to some fucking drama though. Where the fuck is Aegis? Where the fuck is Aegis? There he is. Let me set my thing.
Having a problem finding yourself?
Sweet, you have no- look how many characters there are.
Oh no, I've seen that too.
It's hell. It's hell.
We need to reorganize this shit.
Aegis just can't understand people.
No, you don't know. You don't get it.
Dude.
Yeah. Aegis sighs to himself because he still thinks that was basically him trying to convince her to run away before he goes ahead with his plan in case that works. I guess I won't say anything about the secret exit.
Mm-hmm.
But what?
Yeah. I think Aegis just like is just basically at this point he just kinda like leans forward, you know, arms slumped on his knees, and he's just looking at Axe.
Axe is like, okay, you Shock Boys. What can you do? So it's probably not wise for you to be near these people because you two kind of wanted to kill each other since pretty recently. So, go over there and don't disturb anyone. Actually, no, follow me. Hello, Aegis. He walks over to Aegis.
I'm up on the like top level.
Yeah,
You're
he's
down
up on the
this-
rafters. Yeah, you're down.
You'd have
yeah.
to climb up a ladder to get to me.
Oh no, fine.
probably-
He just
Yeah, and remember, the bandits told you to just take them away from here.
okay. Aegis is gonna wave to Aegis. So like, hi, Aegis.
Aegis just like waves back. His face is unreadable at the moment because it's covered in blood and he's got a black eye and just like lots of cuts and bruises. But on the inside, he's just like, oh, this is gonna be hard to explain.
So, Azora, as you're like looking for Nostrea, you see her and Reyna walking towards like one of the base level like walking towards like one of the ladders up, and they're carrying a heavily wounded Brother Lotus.
Yeah, Azora just sort of like, oh shit, and starts, limping faster towards them.
Like you know, one arm around Reyna's shoulder, one arm around Nostrea's shoulder.
Yeah. Azora, runs to, or jogs, as best she can to catch up with them.
All right.
How's he doing?
Nostria looks at you and she says, he when that giant monster went and did caused a shockwave upon trying to stomp at you, the shockwave shot out across the whole group. Lotus went ahead and just took the brunt of it for everyone. Just took the brunt of it for almost everyone.
Shit. And Azora's gonna go to just carry, Lotus for them. She's quite a bit stronger than these two. And like, where are we taking him?
Yeah. Well, we need to get. We really need to get him up to higher ground. Where it's not so wet. And there's not as many like. We don't want anything getting in these wounds.
Of course, right.
I'll treat him.
Yeah, looking around, getting him up a ladder is going to be kind of difficult, but
yeah, Jailbird walks over and just says, "I can take care of that," and just puts out her mechanical arms for you to just hoist Brother Lotus into.
Yeah,
and just goes alley-oop, and with like a bit of a start, flutters up to the rafter.
Yeah.
With Nostrea and Reyna starting to climb up.
Yeah, also climb up there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they take him to there's like a small just unused hut with a table on it. They lay him down on, and Nostrea starts looking over, takes out some Let's see. And Nostrea first. Do you have any healing supplies on you?
Me? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Nostrea asks, if you have any healing
Yeah.
supplies.
I absolutely offer some poultices and herbs and a use of bandages.
Yeah, you have bandages or poultices and herbs.
I have both. Do you only
Alright.
want one?
Yeah, just take
Just the
one.
poultices and herbs then.
All right, how much is that healing again? Let me take a look.
And I think it's 7.
Oh, it is 7, yeah. All right.
We've been playing this game for so many years.
We don't use poultices and herbs very often.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's still we have to check these things. Still have to look at the list of questions.
Okay, yeah. Nostrea applies it pretty, across a bunch of, he's just sort of, he's mostly strained a bunch of his muscles, has he's bleeding out of various
Put
sort
some
of
like
places where he's
icy
strained
hot on his
himself a bit
muscles.
much. Yeah, so yeah, she just applies it, very carefully across his body and utters something short and his wounds begin to close up and he opens his eyes and just sort of rubs his head. And
I have a
before,
question.
stirring.
How
Sure, yeah.
ripped is he?
What?
How ripped is Brother Lotus?
Well, normally he's
He does that Master Roshi thing.
he does the Master Roshi thing where he goes completely buffed out.
I see.
But also normally when he's not in that form, I guess about what the stock image I put for his picture is, I guess.
Oh, I imagined like he was wearing robes and shit, but underneath he was the rippest motherfucker.
So yeah, Nostria just sighs in relief and says, "Okay, whew, that's one done. Anyone else in bad condition?"
And Azor sort of, points a thumb at Sylvana. She took a bad hit to the shoulder.
Yeah, Sylvana just grips her shoulder and just sort of pats stuff off her shoulder and just says, "It's honestly not as bad as Azora's, or well, Aegis for that matter. You should take care of them first." And she just takes a seat.
Aegis kind of stumbles in. Are we kind of like alone here? Is there any are the bandits around, or are we?
Yeah, you're alone.
Yeah.
In there, yeah.
Aegis just says, "Right, I said not to disturb things too much, not to take any valuables. I kind of broke that rule. A lot. But
Oh, looking at him saying oh, your armor's gone.
yeah, I returned that. I was also
And
going to
you're
return
bleeding
this.
profusely from the forehead.
And like Aegis says, I was also going to return the sword, but I kind of chucked it at someone and it fell into the river. Fell into the marsh.
Well,
With-
it's still in the area.
So, plan is still, as I said, we're not to take anything, we're not to steal anything, but if you see any valuables, keep them in mind, tell me about them. I'm gonna go lie down in the corner.
Here,
Wow,
have
you
that
look
stretchy
banged
you.
up.
Yeah,
What
I
happened
took
to your head?
axe.
You didn't look that bad last time I saw you.
Well, I've had a rough day, and my head has taken a fair amount of abuse. First, I was trying to swim to grab on something, and something hit me in the head really hard.
Weird.
Gee, I wonder what
And-
that could have been.
Then
Funny how that happens.
Then I rose an explosion from one side, and then when Axe was throwing you, he hit me in the head.
Doink.
I don't know why he decided to go with a hammer toss, but I ended up paying the price for it. And now he's recruiting Sharkmen.
Haven't had a chance to talk to him about that. Still, I mean, we were probably going to have to interrogate them anyways for information. If they're loyal to Axe, well, there's the information we need. And, I mean, frankly, look at yourself, and this isn't the first time you've been in this bad shape because of Axe.
Yeah.
I have a feeling these aren't gonna last too long.
Do you give up another poultices and herbs for Nostra to use?
Sure. Yeah.
On Aegis? Okay, yeah. Yeah, while you're talking, she's just applying like herbs
Yeah.
and poultices to Aegis's head wound.
I'm on 8 HP instead of 1.
Heal heal plus your quality.
Oh yeah, quality is 3, right?
Her quality's 2. So
2. Oh, okay. So I got on 10 HP.
extra 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Ow, wow,
yeah,
poor
Aegis,
noggin.
Aegis is feeling a bit more thing, even though it's probably stung like fuck having that applied. But yeah, he's just.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. Try. I can't read that, Blake. Tried to give her a warning to, well, tell her to leave this behind. Get out of here. Don't know if it took.
What? Yeah. Jailbird just looks at you and just says, "What do you want her to get out of here for?"
I wanted to leave this. I wanted to leave this behind. Want this place to disband. Sure, we routed them out, and I guess we saved this place. But look at it. Like the damage around it. Aegis kind of gesture outside. Next person they try and rob is probably gonna have the rumble of them. So eventually someone's gonna be called, and this place will be dead to rights. This isn't safe anymore.
Well, you knocked their tower down, but they know how to lay low. Unless, of course, you were planning on expediting that process.
No. I agreed not to mess with them, and I agreed not to do that. I agreed we wouldn't operate here, and I'm going to stick to that promise.
Yeah, Sylvana just sort of glowers at that.
Yeah. Aegis just looks at Sylvana and just says, and he just says to her, "The world isn't your responsibility. No one issue, it's everyone's responsibility."
Azora had a building dropped on her and was on 4 health. Axe had Azora dropped on him and was on 1 health.
Okay, and then you have one more poultices and herbs, Azora?
Yeah, I was actually
yeah.
gonna probably use bandages on Sylvana. She didn't seem in. It also just seems logical.
Yeah. Would you like to give her bandages?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can. Yeah. She applies that to herself.
Jailbird, how long have you known these people? Been here?
I've never been part of the Loose Branch gang, really. I've just flown in from time to time. But I don't usually stay for more than a week or so at most. But I've been on friendly terms with them since about 2 years before the war.
And you know now that they just lost how many people? And they're down to, what, 12?
Oh, they're down to, they are down. They had 12 fighting people, but 8 injured. So they're down to 20.
Okay, they're down to 20, and there was 40, roughly, of them lost.
They're about 2/3. Yeah, they're about 2/3 of their people, and their big tower, and the biggest building in the encampment. But aside from the building, the walkways are fine. The platforms are fine. They can probably clean this up. And hey, if anything, having less of them just means that they'll have an easier time laying low for a bit. It didn't damage many of their supplies either, aside from what was in the big tower. They could probably bounce back from this.
Oh, isn't that great? Yeah, Aegis just kind of goes, just kind of lets that one hang. Jailbird, I don't know if you're going to follow us out here, keep with us, but you should know that these are the kind of people we're usually against, not aiding.
Oh, I gathered that.
You just seem very laid back about the whole thing. Kind of concerningly so.
What do you mean concerningly?
nothing about what we've done has rattled you in any way. It's just not usually this kind of day, this kind of thing would at least shake someone somewhat.
Yeah, she like her mechanical arm sort of scratches her chin a bit, and then she just says, "Well, I guess after so many years of going around various places working with and against these kind of people, you kind of realize that the people you meet in my kind of life and in my line of work, they're not usually long for the world, and I've learned to just live with that."
Right. That's fitting for a bird person. Bird dies randomly. The old graph goes.
The fact that the Loose Branch people those Branch people, I'm friendly with them. I wouldn't have been happy to see them go. I would have spared a few moments, would have said a few things would have said a eulogy for them, but, well, they've always been running on borrowed time. Especially as the crime world consolidates more and more into the big mobs. There's not much room for a place like Loose Branch.
Big mobs.
Damn it, crime is becoming too commercial, too mainstream.
Crime has lost its passion.
And I'm sure they'll adapt.
Especially ever since we let that fucking O'Malley in here.
I like to think that O'Malley was robbed on the way through to Custer, but originally there was 120 people here, and then they tried to rob O'Malley, and they lost half of their numbers in a single night. They had O'Malley blindfolded and tied up in the exact same room, and his escape attempt was even more devastating to the town of Oak Branch.
It wasn't actually anything he did. He just brought bad luck.
It's going to turn out that this whole conspiracy with X and everything, it's actually been O'Malley this entire time.
O'Malley is actually, he wants bodyguards.
O'Malley, with his fake loans, gave a giant research loan to the guy who was doing that research.
O'Malley's like,
conspiracy theory.
No, O'Malley's like, wait, Ariana is like half a monster. What if I create an army of those and sell
Oh,
those?
fuck, you're right.
Oh my god, this is an O'Malley plot all along.
It's just, you're gonna this is also gonna have the bit where you go up into the sky and you get to see a bird's eye view of everything, and you're just gonna have I guess it's just gonna say, wait, it's all Terravone, and then Axe just says, always has been, and then kick Vegas off.
I really like those images. I saw another one that's, wait, it's all Island. Always has been.
Fucking, I just like.
I appreciate that the image cut off Northern Ireland as well.
It's all Ohio.
O'Malley's just kidnapping prostitutes and combining them with fucking spiders he finds, trying to create a powerful army, and it keeps failing.
That is somehow the darkest idea that's ever been in this campaign. Just O'Malley getting so fucked up by his time with Azora that he has to revenge mutilate prostitutes. Sorry, Ariana, that he has to revenge mutilate prostitutes. I'm pretty sure that if O'Malley meets Azora, his time will be shorter yet way more traumatic.
I feel like Azora's time with I think O'Malley has a higher power level than Azora. I think Azora would be the one traumatized by meeting O'Malley.
Oh no.
The thing is, I don't know that Azora would spend enough. The real insidiousness of O'Malley is that his wickedness is subtle. It's a slow dawning realization, of the longer you spend with him, the more you realize just how depraved he truly is.
It's like
not
Walter
a-
White.
Yeah, exactly.
Why it's so much of late game party 3 was he can't keep getting away with it.
So when is O'Malley hiring the no ones?
Oh, soon, I guess.
Alright,
That'll be
so-
nightmarish.
Imagine if Jesse had just taken Walt up on the fucking rooftop and just beaten the shit out of him, tried to kill him, and then like Gus shows up like, no, sorry, you can't do that.
So Azora, do you apply anything to yourself? Now it's time
No.
for Nostrea to get to you.
No, just let Nostrea do her regular healing on
Alright.
me while I work on my armor.
Well, she should use. She would like to use, like, use the magic. The magic comes last. Like if you don't have anything else to use.
I have some poultices and herbs, but I'd rather save those for someone.
Okay, you
else.
want to save those? Okay. In which
I'm
case-
not. Despite I mean, Azora's like, the building wasn't that heavy. It was mostly
Oh
wood.
my god. Like, Aegis is just rolling his eyes in the corner, just like, oh, the building
Yeah.
wasn't that heavy. Oh, fuck.
No,
All
Azora
right.
actually does, maybe not quite with that delivery, but Azora does say that, nah, the building wasn't that heavy.
All right. Well, you
Everyone
heal
in the
6
room is just staring at Azora like, the fuck?
Well, you heal
That
6
was
HP.
supposed to be a joke. Sorry. See, Azora tried to make a joke, and everyone just like sandbagged her. She tried to lighten the mood.
It's not that you
Well,
were sandbag, it's that, like, everyone just looked at Azora like, wait, is she being serious?
Well, you heal 6 HP.
She was trying to tell a joke, and no one laughed.
Huh.
She'll remember this next time she tries to tell a joke.
They've
Not even
Hey,
Reyna
no.
laughed at that. I feel like Reyna might have found that.
they've not laughing since I can remember.
The thing
Gonna
is,
start-
after you survive a generator explosion happening right next to you, jokes about, oh yeah, it wasn't that bad, kind of just become weird. Like, the only time it's gonna work is if you get hit by a meteorite. Like, oh yeah.
But they're gonna laugh this time.
Alright.
Like if
Yeah.
it had been a stone building or something, maybe that would be bad. But
Okay,
yeah,
So yeah, you're patched up. All the patching up is done. What's the plan? What do you do now?
I think we gotta go back and get our cart and horse.
All right.
Go back to the other. Was the cart and horse brought with, or was that left at their little base camp?
At their little encampment, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go back for that. And probably do
Alright.
do that and then rest and then
Should-
set off to get to Terrebone.
You gonna talk to Axe about the sharks along the way?
Yeah, I think we have to. Like,
Yeah,
Ace
it has to
is
be
stumped.
addressed. You can't just ignore it forever.
Axe. What? Like, we're just walking, and Axe is probably being followed by them, and they're just walking in a line formation.
Yeah.
The bite. The fight.
Axe, can I ask a question? Actually, I'm gonna drop. Yeah, this is Aegis is a bit more together now. Axe, can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's with the shark people?
Oh, since I defeated their leader, or at least since I defeated their leader, I am now their leader.
Huh.
They're loyal to me and willing to do whatever. And next, thinking of reforming them.
I feel like the building defeated their leader.
Yeah, but they believe it's Axe, so
They're not loyal to the building.
Well, it would hard to. Well, who defeated the building? I guess that's what Aegis.
No, Axe, because Axe was the one who was doing
Oh,
all the work while Aegis just directed him.
Oh, true. Then I guess that's valid.
Yeah,
So briefly,
Aegis-
the building was their master, but it was already destroyed, so they had to skip immediately to Axe.
Aegis, turns and addresses you. What's your name?
We don't have names.
Axe is trying to think of something. Axe has something.
I see.
What is you said your weapons were yourself, right?
Our teeth, our fists.
Claws?
We're gonna name him Molar, Fang, Canine.
Ripster, Jab, Streaks, and Slamoo.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know what these guys look like, but I am 100% picturing them as the Street Sharks, by the way. Like, it's too late. That's just what
Is
they
that
look
gonna make
Yeah,
it
no.
harder for you to make Azora kill them?
Yes.
yeah. Axe side here. You can be Jab because
Yes!
I saw you using Jab a lot. You Streaks. I don't know, fits you. You big Slamu, and I saw you rip someone apart. You Ripster.
Look. Alright. He says Jab. I'm not gonna remember this. Just. But yeah, I address that shark, and I say, "What do I look like to you?"
What?
Aegis says to the one who was just named Jab, and says, "What do I look like to you?"
Human.
Do I look like an enemy? A meal?
Human.
Yeah,
Yes.
I look at Axe, and I guess Aegis's fears are a little bit allayed, but he's still unsure about this. We're gonna have a lot of trouble explaining this to Gate Guard. It's a good thing we're going to Terrebone next.
I mean, Axe means Axe has gone. It's gone well with Axe so far.
We'll have to talk to that agent about this. I don't know why I feel that way anymore, but you know, hey.
It's okay. Axe will make sure they're not bad. Right, boys?
Aegis is just like, he's walking a bit further away from Axe and the shark voice. Like, in the formation, Aegis is just that little bit further away from that group. And he's just like, well, I guess we'll see how it goes. But we know that the propagation of species depends on forceful mutilation.
It's okay. Axe has been in their shoes. Axe can teach them.
Yeah, you see, that's not good.
What do you mean?
Look at my face.
What about it? You fucked up after a battle.
You did this.
What?
When you were throwing Azora, you hit me.
Oh, but that was by accident.
You make a lot of these accidents.
Hmm. It happens.
Considering that Azora also hurt Aegis far worse last session, feel it would be mean to drill this point. Not that Aegis knows about that. Aegis just like looks back at it and says, happens a lot.
Yes.
You ever notice how I haven't actually harmed you or Azora?
Yeah. Yeah, because we're not clumsy like you.
What the fuck?
Right, Azora.
Like, Aegis's brain just like has a thing like an electric shock just passed from left to right over it. So, wait, do you mean to say you intended to hit me?
No.
Then why'd you say I was clumsy for not hitting you?
Oh no, you're clumsy because you're always in my way.
Azora's the one you tackled into the fucking generator.
True. Maybe Axe is the clumsy one.
Maybe.
No.
No.
No, it's the children who are wrong.
Axe having like steamrolled through a preschool, like just red smear where the children once were. Like, am I clumsy? No, it's the children who are in the way.
I'm just thinking of that fucking Irish
PSA.
car safety advert, but it blames the children for being in that pub.
No, it's the children who are reckless.
You know, Axis tries his best. It's not his... He doesn't mean to hit you. It's just... It happens.
Try harder in future.
Well, Axe is trying his hardest. Maybe you should also try and keep an eye out. You know how dangerous things can be.
Axe
Can't believe
doing his best.
blaming.
Exactly.
My job is to cover you and Azora. I need to be around you. And yet, despite all the bobbing and weaving, I haven't harmed you once.
No, because you're really good at not harming us, and we're thankful for that.
It's okay. You can harm me, Aegis.
Well, no.
Aegis is just like gobsmacked that this argument is this bad.
After a while, once we're back at the cart, Azora does Aegis rescue you from this argument. Like she calls you over to the cart.
Yeah, Aegis just no, he doesn't even have any parting words for Axe for that. He just heads over to the cart, just fucking. Oh, forget. Off I go.
Anyway, boys, so you can't eat human anymore, but Axe does have we have a great chef.
So once Aegis gets over, Azora is sort of rummaging through stuff, and it's like, I bought this plate armor a while back, but I was keeping this around if it got, too busted up to use, but I was thinking about it since you had to put back that green armor. And Azora pulls out the, basic scale armor she had ages ago at the start of the thing. And is like, here, thought you might be able to use this. It's definitely protect you more than what you've been wearing.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll take
Won't
this.
be as
I think I think with those shark guys around and Axe leading them, I'm gonna need more protection than ever.
Boink.
No, but Aegis is just thinking, I was wearing levers because I like to be nimble, move around, keep out of reach, but thinking I'm gonna need to be a bit more. I'm thinking the way things are going, I'm gonna need to step up a bit more.
Well, let me know how it feels on you and everything. I'm had to get pretty good at modifying and repairing armor, so if you need it refitted at all, I could probably help.
Anyway, boys, this is a cart.
So
Axe, you're like us.
yeah, Aegis puts that on, and I'm on 9 of
Nice.
something load, and I also got my stuff back.
If you need me to carry anything, I am on 3 of 15 load.
I might honestly put some of this. Yeah, Aegis is gonna put 100 coin in the car, in the lockbox. We have.
Nice.
We have a lockbox?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, the sharks say, Axe, you're like us. You see
Yes.
something weaker, and you destroy it.
Only if it's in my way, and only if it's being mean.
We see weak. We destroy weak.
Yes,
Prove ourselves.
yes. But now you can only do it when we're hired to do it.
Aegis is gonna come over,
What do
and
you mean
Aegis
hired?
is gonna walk back over and say, Axe, they're only listening to you, but no, don't destroy the weak, help the weak.
Oh yeah, we help the weak now
Why?
because it's the right thing to do.
They're not of us.
But we're of them.
Wow, deep.
Consider this, my brothers. Once we were human. Sure, this thing we got is not really a gift, but we can turn it into gift by helping people.
What?
Helping people.
Why?
Because we can be heroes. Because it's the right thing to do.
Hey,
What about revenge?
hey, Hey, listen to me.
You can
Why?
listen to Aegis.
Because I was the one who was leading the party that defeated you. That's why you're gonna listen to me.
Oh.
If you want, your whole purpose is to spread your creed, right? Build more of you.
To survive.
If you're heroes, people will want to become you. You won't
Oh,
have
yeah.
to force them.
Wait. Oh no.
Aegis
Why would they
don't
want-
worry, Aegis doesn't actually believe that. He's just trying to make them think this.
Leader, when we make requests,
Oh yeah.
we'd like to go on a mission.
Mission where?
We'd like to swim north and find the man making more of us to bring him back so he can do it again.
Axe liked the part where you said bring him back.
Yeah, if you can lead us to him, that would be great.
Then he can make more of Axe.
Sure.
Wink,
Can
wink.
we go leave
Wink,
to go
wink.
find him now?
In a bit.
We bring him to you when we find him. We can find you too.
Did you guys want to? Did you two want to talk with them for something else?
Aegis just shakes his head. Sounds like a great idea. You bring him right back to us.
You do this.
Wait, but we're not gonna be here. Will they know where we are?
Yeah.
They said they could find us.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you have good smell. You have good smell too.
We have your scent.
Aegis just kind of like goes through his backpack and like rips off a bit of like his bedroll and throws it to them. Here, if you need a reminder.
No. Blood.
Yeah, okay. Aegis takes out like his short sword, like pricks it, his finger. Bit of blood on there.
I think they already have my.
Hog-like noises as they all sniff the blood.
Yeah. They nod and then they say, "We'll find the doctor. We'll find the small doctor. We'll
Now-
find him."
If we're inside a city, you're to wait outside for us.
Hey, it's my boys. You guys should wait outside if we're in the middle of a city.
Okay.
I hope they're intelligent enough to follow that, but
They're smart enough, aren't you? Also, don't kill any innocents. But if people attack you, kill them.
We'll find him or die trying.
not run away, not defend
yeah.
yourself, kill them.
Yeah. they nod vigorously at that.
Like Axe, fucking no allowance is made.
Like, a guard freaks out and, like, pushes them away when they try and barge into the city. Alright, boys, looks like meat's back on the menu!
Fucking Axe, if blades are drawn, their lives are shorn, whatever his second name is.
It's okay. Axe think they're smart enough. Aren't they great, Aegis?
Yeah,
Look.
they nod and then they like screech out and then run off to the north, diving into the bog.
Aegis just turns to Axe. Did you have to tell them to kill people if they're attacked, not just run away?
Well, let's be honest here. They were never gonna run away.
Yeah, fair point.
So what do you think? Axe has recruited 4 more people. That's 5 in total. Axe can do math.
That's great, Axe. That's really great.
They're officially part of the No Ones.
Oh, Lord.
They're going to tell people wherever they go that they're of the No Ones.
Don't worry,
I
no
don't-
one remembers us anyway because of that stupid name. It's always just
I would
no one
no
who.
one would remember the no ones.
We picked a really, really awful name.
Well, that was also Axe's fault, so,
Yeah. Wow, Axe has had a lot of power in this group. Just
Okay, so you're all gonna rest up then? Make
Yeah.
camp?
Rest
Yeah.
up till
Alrighty.
morning, then head on, make the rest of the journey to Terrebone.
All right, what's
So
your
what do you
watch
think?
order?
What do you think of Axe's idea?
What's
Watch order.
Oh boy, who goes first? I guess Aegis will take last watch.
Do you want to go first this time, Em, so you can get that EXP?
Sure, I'll go first again.
Can't wait for another flood, and we just wash up in fucking dead loose branch.
Oh, so roll wisdom or
No. No. This has nothing to do with rolling. I just want you to decide watch order.
yeah.
I'm the one who
lost.
picks. I pick who rolls.
Sorry. Of course.
So you're last, and Azor's first, and Axe in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Axe splitting down the middle.
Aegis roll a 2d6.
Nice, nice.
Very nice. Very,
Alrighty.
very nice.
Interesting result.
Let's see. Roll a 3d12 for me, please.
Ah, boy.
Oi, 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 boy.
Hey, it's 7-11 and a 6.
7-11.
Why is it called 7-11?
Because it's open 7 days, 11 hours.
No, it is open 24/7.
Then
Why
what the
is-
fuck is it not 24?
I think it was originally open. It might have been open until 11, 7 days a week. But
It was open
has
from
long
7
stopped.
to 11.
I mean, it is a catchy name, so.
Yeah.
7-11. Some people really don't like it when I call it Slevin.
Slevin.
I know I looked into
What do you
No,
think
it was
of
7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So it did that like right after World War II. But it didn't last that long because like in the 60s is when they started 24 hours.
Wait, it's been around since the fucking 60s?
Oh, 7-Eleven has been around since the 20s.
What the fuck? Then again, that's kind of, I have a warped perspective in that it only like recently since the 2000s came over here.
It's not even in England.
Roll a 2d12.
Wow. Statistically unlikely.
It is just a
Man, what do you call that? Natural 20? No, actually, nah.
I mean, technically.
I mean, technically, yes.
There's no
So 10 out of 10.
modifiers.
It is natural. It's just on 2 dice. So it's 2 natural 10s, which together becomes a 20.
All right. Aegis, while you're walking around the perimeter of the encampment, you notice, where the dry, because of the flood changing a lot of like the water levels. It's actually the water level is much lower now than it was,
Hmm.
and a lot of things obviously got washed around, hit around. You notice, you actually notice like just outside the perimeter of like the camp, there's like sticking out of the mud. There's like an odd, what looks to be a jade, sort of platform.
How big is it?
It's like you could probably like stand on it, like that's how wide it is, and it's jutting out and it's at a slight angle. It looks like there might be more underneath the ground.
BRB for a second.
Okay, yeah. Aegis doesn't step on the jade platform, But he's like, gets his spear and he prods at it. Like, tests its weight, tests if it's solid.
Yeah, it's solid. And it doesn't seem to be moving much, although like it looks like there's more underneath the mud.
Aegis is gonna go and fetch like a shovel or something from the camp and like dig at the side of it.
All right. Gotcha. Yeah, as you dig, like, you're digging around it, occasionally like you hit it to like, and you see that that's where, where its perimeters are, like its size. And eventually like you dig out like a solid amount. And yeah, you see the platform looks to be the top of a pedestal of sorts that was buried in the ground.
I'm gonna try and discern some realities on this. What should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for any engravings that would be at the bottom of the pedestal. That's generally where you would find like a written purpose for it.
Okay then. I hope reading those don't lead to madness. But yeah, Aegis' curiosity gets better of him, and he's gonna like try and. It's like he's on patrol and he gets distracted. It's like, Aegis, why weren't you protecting us? I was digging up a jade platform. Why? I needed to know.
Pretty. It just looks pretty.
Jade is valuable.
Okay, so you're just trying to heft it up out of the ground now?
Once it looks like Aegis can move it, he's not gonna like. I don't think he's had the strength, unless it's really small. I doubt he'd have the strength to lift a solid jade. So he's just gonna try and wiggle it free and like move it. So probably so it's like leaning on its side,
Right. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, you can drag it up a bit through like the like sort of a mound you made digging around it. Once you can wiggle it free, and yeah, you kind of comes out of the mud with a pop as you sort of drag it up just a bit that you can look underneath, like at its bottom while it's like at the bottom of it, like while it's laying on its side. And when you look at the bottom of it, you see at the bottom of the pedestal, you see you see a lot of you see plenty of runes sort of around it in a circle, and a name in the middle, which is and in the middle you see the word here. You see this written in the middle. Oh, oops. Nostray doesn't say that. I say that. Yeah.
Ovina.
Nostray. Yeah.
But hey, good idea. If it wasn't rude to go and wake people up in the middle of the night. I'm on the last patrol anyway. I'm gonna try and spout lore on it myself though. First, like Aegis looking this over, see if he's heard anything about some jade platforms. Hey,
you know something useful. Let's see. So Ovena is a minor goddess. She's a goddess of she is a goddess of admiration.
Yeah, interesting. Minor goddess of admiration.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's gonna like basically maybe try and tip it back upright, and then maybe move it a bit closer to camp.
Try and heft it.
Yeah, like how heavy is this thing?
You have to kind of strain yourself to drag it up the mound a bit.
Yeah. But yeah, he just basically moves it a bit so it's just kind of there. I don't sense anything off about it, do I? Like, this
No.
just seems like a mundane plinth to it. Okay. Yeah. Basically, Aegis, like, on his patrol, he keeps checking in to see if it's, like, gone or anything, making sure it doesn't go nowhere. And once people start waking up, he's gonna, like, basically have Nastria take a look at it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Everyone getting Nostria, everyone heal half your max HP, obviously. Nostria thinks, ooh, wow, that looks interesting. And walks on over to it. Curiously.
You got any? I found it while I was out on patrol last night. When the water's gone down, it must have revealed it.
Oh. That makes this must be pretty old then. If it was buried under the bog this whole time.
And yet the people who lived here never came across it.
Well, they only lived here temporarily, right?
Well, I mean, this is their neck of the woods.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she's looking over it and says, well, I can tell you this. Yeah, I do. There's a very faint sense of magic coming from it, for sure.
Anything dangerous, worrisome?
It doesn't seem dangerous. Just sort of the general divine magic energy you'd get from any sort of altar.
Egg is just looking at it and he has to ask the profane question. Even though this is not really Nastria's thing. Do you think it's worth anything?
I couldn't tell you.
Better ask. Jailbird.
Jailbird. Jailbird rubs her eyes and says, what's up? Treasure in the morning?
Yep.
Treasure in the it's my favorite thing to wake up to. And yeah, she just sort of saunters over. So she will. All right. So yeah, she looks it over, sort of scratches her chin, and thinks, "Ooh, wow. Well, I can't tell you how any magic would affect its price, but just based off it being solid jade, with about this height, this weight, ooh."
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry.
Where have you
Hello
been the
again.
whole
What did
time?
I miss?
How
did we die?
We found a solid jade platform.
Just a platform.
Well, it's worshipping a god. Ovina, the goddess of admiration, might be worth a pretty penny, and we can have a nice big moral argument about how it's wrong to sell off objects of belief to a pawn shop. But you know,
Azora sort of shrugs at that, you know.
But it is made of solid jade.
I'm pretty sure Brother Lotus will have a problem. Actually, he might not.
It's not my god.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem like the type who's about, like, you know, fancy jade sculptures and worship of, you know, he seems pretty, what's the word? You know,
Ascetic.
Yeah.
Disregarding how magic or religion may affect its value, just based off the pure amount of jade and the cut of it and the way it looks and its size and its scriptures, the inscriptions, the engravings, I'd say it would be worth about 1,500.
There's, despite it not being an existent currency, there's dollar signs in Aegis' eyes. He just...
You want to grab that then?
Yeah, let's try and get out of the marsh with
All
us.
right, Axe, come on. Let's see if we can get
don't know.
this thing out of the mud.
Axe.
Sure, this is monetary value, but maybe it belongs to someone else. Maybe it has
Axe.
true value.
It was in the mud. Consider it a reclamation fee.
He's just thinking, what would Coal Daddy say?
What would Coal Daddy
Coal
say?
Daddy would think it useless because it was jade and not coal. He would try and burn it like coal.
Axe, Listen, we all just risked our lives for a freebie. Let me have this.
Ah,
I wonder
Fine.
if we could trade this for like a better cart, something more spacious.
Yeah.
access, fine.
Think of all the rations we could buy with 1,500.
Remember, ages ago there was those musicians, and they had the big.
Yeah, the Apex Crusaders. We wanted to get one of those, but
Do you think we could get one of those for this?
I doubt those are as cheap as 1,500.
Yeah, how much was this? Thumbing at our cart.
Oh god, that was about 150 coin, wasn't it? 10 times better.
You don't think that would be worth 10 of these?
Well, let's get the money first and see where we stand, you know?
So yeah, it has 10 weight. I'll say.
Okay, we can put that on the cart then.
I can actually carry that.
I mean, you can carry it, but you'll have to be carrying it in the narrative. Keep in mind.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Do you
I
intend to
won't
use
be
it as a bludgeon? That might.
My
affect
point
the
is, I
value.
won't be encumbered at
Yeah.
carrying it.
If you intend to use it as a bludgeon, that might affect its value.
How
Let's
big
put-
is it?
It's so the pedestal I would say comes up to let's see. I'd say it's about a meter tall.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put it.
that
I'm
might-
gonna put it on the cart. Like we have maybe Aegis and Azora, Axe and Azora like lug it to the cart because the cart
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
the thing for this jade platform to the goddess Avina.
Ovena.
And that is 10 weight. And Aegis is also going to put 100 coin in there. And he does actually address
Oh, never mind. There.
100 coin, 1 weight. So there's 17 weight on the cart at the moment. And Aegis does actually address the party as we're about to leave. Just, all right, something that's changing. The way I'm going to be running the no ones. Or, well, not that I'm the only one running it, but before I had it so that whatever payment went through me, I'd split it equally with everyone. There's
Oh, here it comes.
there's a lot of us now. I don't want
Here
to.
it comes.
I don't want us to feel like we're being shortchanged, empty-handed. So from now on, whenever we do a job, all of us are going to still take the same cut. It's going to be a small cut. The rest goes in the wagon. Any of us needs to purchase new supplies, purchase new equipment. We're gonna get a box. Just put a request through to me. You get what you need. As long as we know where our money's coming in and going out. Not shortchanging everyone, but if we just split payments equally with this number of
So
heads.
you're the one who controls the money supply. It's dependent on your approval. I see.
You can ask it. You can ask Azora. You can ask Axe.
Axe don't see no use for this. Axe thinks
Yeah,
we
I
should
don't
pour.
know about you can ask Axe. Like, out of character,
Alright.
you know? Like,
Okay.
that might...
Axe-
Yeah.
Axe
All right.
think we should pour all our money into one shared
In
fund.
fairness, like, okay, I want to make clear, that wasn't an objection Azora raised. Even just, you can ask Azora might not be the best idea.
All right, fine. But yeah, it's like basically, I don't, I trust people here not to just run off with the money as far as to where we stand now. But I also know the old way I was paying everyone when we were a group of 4 or 5. That was manageable. It was reasonable. Don't want to undercut anyone here, but with this number of heads, just splitting equally each time, it's probably going to get difficult unless we actually start taking on some high-paying jobs, and we just did that for free. So
How many fucking people do we have, like, in this?
there's us 3, and there's us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's okay. And Coram's not here right now. And then we have plus your lot, who probably aren't sticking around. Yeah, we're not.
No,
on
they're
10.
already gone.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
already gone.
I know,
They
but
left.
they
And
might
I don't
come
think
back,
they're-
is
I
my
don't think
point.
they
And they're
want
not
to take-
exactly money conscious, but The point is, we might keep expanding. We might hire more people, and Aegis has no clue how to divvy up the funds of a company, nor does he have the money to like pay everyone a great amount. And so he's just like thinks this is the next best solution: is we have a fund we can all dip into for our purposes.
Lotus simply states that he gave up coin years and years and years ago.
Wow. You met Cold Daddy too?
I have never met this Cole Daddy, but if he has given up coin, then he may also be following the ways of my monastery, which is I'm happy to know that any of its practices have lived beyond it.
Well, he was saying like something about the means of production and sharing.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that.
I myself, I like, you know, a handful of coin. Security gets you places. It's a useful, as to a mercenary group, it's as deadly as any other weapon, as useful as any other weapon. Money keeps our bellies full. Means that in an emergency we have a place to rest our heads. It opens doors we might need opened. I can understand if you don't feel money is all that useful, but it is to some of us, and it will be to some people. And the point is, I don't want people here feeling like they're not getting paid for what they do, but I also don't want to just take the lion's share of the money. So, jobs we do, we're gonna take a side of it, give each of us an equal cut. Rest of it goes in the cart. It will be taken as needed. If I can get a fucking proper lockbox going, then
Too much coin is cumbersome anyway, says Reina, just sort of stretching as she's getting up from her beauty sleep. And Gelber just says, and too much coin on your person makes you a target also.
Why does
Aegis is not realizing.
Aegis just leans against the cart and says, why do people think this?
Aegis is realizing, wait, no one here wants money.
Aegis just kind of shrugs and says, "Feel that way, you feel that way." But you know, we are a company.
Do you disagree that too much money, like just in your wallet, can be heavy? That's literally in the rules.
No,
it's just
yeah. No, too much money can be cumbersome. That can be interpreted a bunch of different ways.
Oh no, she meant it literally.
Yeah,
really.
Like, Aegis kind of took that as a general, just kind of statement that it can just get in the way and be troublesome.
Yeah, Aegis is just like, oh god, you're like that too. It's like, no, I meant literally.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true, but hey, that means if you feel safe with it, you can go on the cart.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I agree. It's better in the cart. Better have most of it in the cart and only carry a good amount on person.
Anyway, I did promise everyone that, considering we did that free, if there's anything you want in Terrebone, we'll get it arranged. May as well treat yourselves after the hell of a night we just had.
Yay! Axe is taking out the dwarven keg.
Alright.
We could buy one of those fucking ankylosaur things too. That would be sick.
Can I roll like a non-XP giving if I fail Spout Lore to just rattle off the cost of one of those and deflate Zora's dreams?
The cost of the of buying what the
caravan, like
the mount, or like that, or the moving house that they had.
The moving
house.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, sure.
All right, let's see if Aegis is just gonna like shatter some dreams right now. I know it's like interesting but not useful about its price.
All right.
Its VAT is different.
It's expensive.
Let's see. You know that you know that generally you kind of have to get those things custom ordered.
That's not good.
Do I just know that? Do I know where you can fill out one of these custom orders? God, I'm gonna guess that's like Emberwell or something for something
You
of that
can't just,
magnitude.
like buy one from the dealership. And
You have
pull
to
up.
find, you just gotta find someone who specializes in making large transport.
And that would probably be in Emberwell.
I mean, like shipbuilders and whatnot too. Or like
Mm.
in general, any cart
Yeah,
manufacturer
yeah.
could probably take a commission like that.
Yeah, there's a good chance you can find one in most of the major cities.
Aegis does think about it, is like, we might need to upgrade at some point, but something of that size is probably going to limit us to the Bronze Plains. Places that have a wide open access.
Give it floaties
Yeah.
so it can turn into a
Jailbird speaks up and just says, "Might want to go to Emberwell. They might have some kind." I know there are some people there who design things that are pretty multi-terrain.
No,
Huh?
no, Emberwell.
That might be difficult. Yeah, we're not
Not
exactly.
yet.
We're not allowed to go to Emberwell?
It's not
Not
that we're
yet.
not. It's not that we're not allowed. It's that he's got history with Emberwell.
Bad place.
Also,
mean,
it's not just the multi-terrain thing. It's also that I'm gonna guess that Deadwater and Gulper's Marsh are very, very thick with foliage. So we'd also need like something that could carve through trees. And I don't think they'd like that.
Axe slash.
I mean, hey, we
I
could
mean,
maybe
get the
go
cart through.
I mean,
feel like
if it's aquatic, actually, you could cut across the Thistlewick Ocean and then through the swamp and the bayou to get to the Cypress Jungle.
I'm
picturing something roughly the size of like a big truck, or like an actual just like
Yeah,
caravan.
but wasn't the thing 2-story? Like there was an upstairs on the one that we were in.
There was.
Oh wow.
Again, they had theirs custom made.
That's true. We could get one that would probably be a bit slimmer and make it, like trailer.
Yeah, Jailbird just points out, well, I don't know what your problem is with Emberwell, but if you want to get want to upgrade your kit, that's the best place to go.
We'll see about it. For now, the Russell and the hovel doing us pretty good.
Only other place second best place I could actually think of is the place I've been to. You could go to the scrap heap, actually.
We'll cut through
They
there
know
on
a few things.
We'll cut through there on our way back to Custer.
Oh, awesome! I know a few people.
But for now, we gotta finish up what we set out for. Go to Terrebone.
Sure.
Terrebone, then back to the scrap heap, and from there back to Custer to report our findings.
All right. Well, no time like the present, huh?
Yeah. Let's get moving.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.